So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Henry Bob Manuel. I'm from Amazon Web Services. I am what you call an industry specialist from with a manufacturing background, working in the company in a cloud services company. So I often get a question. I often get asked, "What do you do? What do you do? What's your job?" And the way I answer it, because whenever you speak to someone that has perhaps not a good sort of understanding of what the cloud is, I try to explain it like this. I say, I'm the guy that you bring in to talk about the tangible stuff when the intangible stuff is done in the sky. And that confuses people a bit more. Basically what it is I have many years of industry experience, worked in manufacturing, oil and gas, and different industry sectors, and I can speak the language of manufacturers. And I act as, perhaps, call it a go-between between you manufacturers who are our customers and Amazon Web Services, pretty much. So, really excited to be here today. I'm going to talk to you about how AWS helps manufacturers and our customers leverage the cloud to build sustainable solutions. And what is that, basically? So let's start with this. I'll ask a number of questions, just 3 questions today I'm going to ask, and just tell me if it's something you would like to do or not. 3 questions. The first question is this: what if you could predict 90 days in advance the future as a manufacturer? 90 days in advance. Is that something you would like? If you could predict 90 days in advance? A show of hands. That's good. I mean, that's lovely. What if you could reduce your energy consumption by 20%? 20% energy consumption, which means your energy bill goes down 20%. Is that something you would like to have? Great. And what about forecasting? It's a big science of forecasting. What if you could forecast what's going on in your supply chain and the risk and mitigate that risk? What if you could get up to 85% more accuracy in your supply chain sort of forecast? Is that something you would like to have? I see some hands saying yes, so that's great. So if you can do, imagine how can you achieve all of those things? This is the cloud. The cloud can help you achieve those things. The cloud can help you achieve those things. But essentially, data, the data that sits in your operations, the data that sits in your plants, that is what really helps you achieve those very, very, should I say, laudable ROI numbers that I've just quoted. And those are realistic figures. We had customers like Georgia Pacific. This is a pulp and paper manufacturer. What they did was they could predict 60 to 90 days in advance using data coming from their disparate plant systems. They used the data, working with AWS, analyze the data using analytics, apply machine learning onto that data, and they could predict in real time what was going to happen, basically allowing them to move from a scheduled maintenance regime to a more predictive maintenance regime, and also predicting the onset of failure, avoiding shutdown and downtime. That's one customer. Coca-Cola, they saved 20% in annual saving cost, in energy cost. How did they do this? By applying IoT. IoT services from AWS, building a digital twin that looks at the process and then basically begin to make sense of the data and then predict in real time what was going to give rise to an anomalous situation or production conditions. So basically, a lot of manufacturers are leveraging the cloud today to meet their outcomes, whether it be maintenance, whether it be sustainability, whether it be supply chain. A lot of our customers are leveraging the insights that come from their data. But there is a lot of challenge with data. There is a talk that goes around, there's a phrase that you will hear, data is the new oil. What that means is that data, there is value in data. And data uniquely is a unique, should I say, asset. It's unique because data is the one asset you would have that you can retain access to it, and you can also share that access. And it's the one data, it's one asset you would have where you have access to data. The more you use it, the more data you generate. So it's a very unique asset. But in order to leverage data, you need the right tools. You need the right governance. And this is where AWS comes in to help. Now, a lot of our manufacturers have a lot of stranded data in their assets, from legacy equipment, IT and OT not converging, so you have data that is in silos. How to bring that data together? And what about scale? There's a large amount of data that is being generated from manufacturing that is not being leveraged. In fact, studies say at 2010, a study said manufacturing generated the most amount of data by any other industry. So we are data rich in manufacturing. How do we leverage that data, get insights from that data to begin to take action? So I propose a solution from AWS, a solution, what we call the Industrial Data Platform. And the Industrial Data Platform, basically what it does is it gives you a framework to allow you to collect data from various aspects of your operations, from various plant operations, whether it's coming from legacy facilities to newer facilities. Gather that data, collect that data, store that data in some kind of a centralized data lake. Then you can also run analytics on that data, and then you can act on that data using lots of different business tools. So basically, with AWS, you can leverage the cloud, the scalability of the cloud, and the flexibility that the cloud gives you to access your data and then begin to make sense of that data. Ultimately, allowing you to make real-time decision making. Because if there are three things that you want to really address with data, one is how can you address the challenges that come with data? And then two, what are the tools that you can use to address those challenges? And then the outcomes that really you can get out of data. And we can help you across those three aspects. We can help you with the tools, with the IDP, as I mentioned, which allows you to really collect the data and make sense of the data. And we can also help you with actually applying tools that also allow you to visualize that data and to run some clever technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning. So there's a lot to be said about what we can help you do. But think about a company like Volkswagen. They had a big plan, a bold plan, to use data coming from their supply chain, from engineering and design facilities, from their operations around, basically aggregate that data, connect it in one centralized data lake, and the ability to begin to make sense of that data, to solve problems like maintenance, to solve problems like sustainability problems, get their emissions down, reduce their energy, and ultimately, Volkswagen, their big prize was 30% operational efficiency, all coming from data and the cloud. So I know very soon my time is going to be up, but what we're trying to say is that you can use the cloud and you can use data to help drive real outcomes in your operations. So you can come and talk to us at AWS. We're here just near the door here, and we have experts from our IoT, from machine learning, and so as subject matter experts from manufacturing to talk to you. We also have folks from artificial intelligence and machine learning, all to help you leverage your data and to help you deliver your outcomes in your plant operations. We are also working with partners. For example, we have near our stand, next to our stand, Green Costed, one of our partners, our IoT partners that also can help you work right locally. And we have a partner network you can also leverage as well. So I'll stop there, but I'll leave you with this to say, think about data and all of that scale, all of that data richness that we have in manufacturing AWS can help you make sense of that data to help you drive outcomes across your end-to-end value chain. So I'll just stop there. Thanks very much. Any questions? Feel free. Questions, comments? Yeah, I'm still here for.
Hands up.
Yeah.
They put their hands up.
Yeah. Surely. We still have a few moments for questions or comments. Yeah. Well, feel free to come and talk to us. We're very much, if you want to. Okay, there's someone here. Someone on the right. Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Henry, thank you. Stuart
Yeah.
from the manufacturer. Good to see you again, sir.
Yes.
What role does culture play in this?
Yes, culture plays a lot of role in this. There's this term, there's a term called, where we hear it, a phrase, data-driven organizations. You hear it often. What is that? That's about organizations that basically use data to make their decision-making and the operations. So that's at the heart of perhaps, when you talk about data, there are organizations that believe that they have to make decisions with data. At Amazon, we believe also we're very much a data-driven culture, and that helps. But that means that if you have the mindset that data is a valuable asset, then you make it an organizational asset and you make it available. And you begin to put the right governance, put the right structures in place so that you can leverage that data to use it to drive either transformation or operations. But there are organizations that still believe that they can use old strategies to operate. But think about it, for example, I'll leave you with this. Accenture came up with a study, and they believe that if you're looking at organizations, they call it the twin transformers, those that have a culture and have digital transformation and sustainability at the heart of what they're doing, they are 2.5 times more likely to succeed than their peers. So culture plays a role in it, but again, having the right sort of mindset regarding how you deal with your plant data really helps. All right, cheers. All right, thanks very much.